Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryyantam Vande Guru-paramparam Nidaya Hridi Vishvesham Vidaya Guru-vandanam Balanam Sukhabodhaya Kriyate Tarka samgraha. Any questions, clarifications on this cause, effect, etc.? Samavayi, asamavayi karanam, nimitta karanam, asadharanam karanam, or all that is clear? Clear? No questions? Or it is too confusing, therefore no questions?
That's more like it for me.
Okay. Okay. Now this next section that we are going to do, the whole idea of epistemology is a little important. Okay. Some of it I will negate when we are doing Vedanta Paribhasha, but in the way of thinking, it's important to have it. Okay, important to look at it. So, why are you doing epistemology now? Because he had said, okay, that thinking, cognition is twofold. Remember? Smriti and Anubhava. Okay. Smriti is memory, Anubhava is direct cognition. Any direct knowledge is called Anubhava. Even indirect knowledge is called Anubhava. So next time you hear the word Anubhava used in Sanskrit, don't translate it as experience. Experience is a loose word. Okay. Anubhava is the correct expression. Okay. Okay, then he had said Anubhava can be of two types, Yathartham, Ayathartham cha. What is true to the object, what is not true to the object. Alright, how do I gain that knowledge which is true to the object? Fourfold, he had said. You remember all this from the last chapter? Okay. Yarthartha Anubhava Chaturvidaha Pratyaksha Anumana Upamiti Shabda Bheda. Fourfold. They accept only four means of knowledge. It's only the Vedantins and the Mimamsakas that accept all six means. Okay. Most other systems will drop one or the other. Okay. Now let us see what Nyaya is accepting four of them. And out of those four, the main focus on Nyaya is on Anumanam. In fact, the opponents of Nyaya very often call them Anumana Ekachakshuhu. You only have one eye. And what is that? Anumana. Because even for something that is pratyaksham, very clear, Baba, here it is. They will give what is known as an Anukula Tarka, a supporting logic they will give you. Why? I seen it, Baba, I know it. I know it. Why do you need the Anukula Tarka when you have seen it? Anumana comes into the picture when perception is not enough. But when perception is clear, why do you need anything else? But the emphasis on logic is so much, okay, that this is where it comes in. Alright, let us go look into it. Tatra pratyaksha jnana karnam pratyaksham. What is pratyaksham? That which will give you pratyaksha jnanam. Alright, fine. Now what is pratyaksha jnanam, etc.? Explain that to me here. Indriyartha sannikarsha janya jnanam pratyaksham. Basic definition. Indriyam, sense organs. Artha, the object. Sannikarsham, when they come in contact. Tajnanam is called pratyaksham. Okay. Indriyartha Indriya and Artha Sannikarsha. That jnanam is pratyaksham. Tadvidam. Now here is where the garbad will start for you all. Tadvidam, that's twofold. What is that? Nirvikalpam, savikalpam cheti. The nirvikalpam and savikalpam. ये निर्विकल्पम क्या है? I have only heard of nirvikalpa samadhi. What is nirvikalpa jnanam? Are you referring to knowledge of the Atma? Nope. What are you referring to then? Here. Tatra nishprakarakam jnanam nirvikalkam yatha idam kinchaditi. What is nirvikalpam jnanam? Your general awareness. You know something is there. What it is, you are not clear. What it is, you are not clear. कुछ है उधर, क्या है पता नहीं. You see, you have an awareness of something, but what exactly it is you don't know. That they put as nirvikalpakam jnanam. Remember, each system will define the word it uses. So because you have used nirvikalpa in a different sense in yoga and Vedanta, you can't use it in the same sense in Nyaya. Okay. Nirvikalpam in yoga is put as an experience. Nirvikalpa samadhi, as a state. In Vedanta, nirvikalpa is Atma Sarupaha. Because how? That's how you defined what it is. The meaning of the word in a technical text has to be defined. You can't say, I am using the word like this. If you are making your own system, yes. You can't read Nyaya and say, I am taking it like this. No, this is how Nyaya has used the word. You have to take it like that. This is how Vedanta is using the word. You have to take it like that. Then you can have a dialogue between two different systems and how they use the word. Are you getting what I am trying to say? Okay. Okay. Therefore, nishprakarakam jnanam nirvikalkam yatha idam kichit. Saprakarakam jnanam savikalpam yatha iddattoyam brahmanoyam Shamoyam Pachakoyam Asmi iti. Okay. Now what is Savikalpa Jnanam? Savikalpa Jnanam is Saprakarakam Jnanam when you have the details with you. Okay. Dittoyam. Hey, champion, hey. This character is an idiot. Or Brahmanoyam, this character is an intellectual. You know that. Shamoyam, guy is dark. Pachakoyam, he is a cook. So, there is a clarity in terms of what is it that you are seeing. Okay. So, Nirvikalpam Jnanam will become a general awareness of something. Savikalpam is when you have got more clarity about what it is. Both the terms are relative, okay? Right or wrong? Can they be used in an absolute sense? Are you all frozen or what? Can you all hear me? Okay, there's a little issue here, we'll see. Can you all see me? Can you all see and hear me?
What happened, Craig?
Can you all hear me or you are this thing?
Swamiji has lost connection, Shashi.
Can you all hear me?
No, now we can.
Okay. You can't see me, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a problem with the net. Give me 1 minute. I will shift over to my phone. Yep. Clear now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, it is clear.
Okay. So my question was whether these two terms, nirvikalpa and savikalpa, can be used in absolute terms or relative terms. What is it?
Relative. Relative.
Yeah. Because your awareness of this also can be awareness of this, okay, this that can remain like that. But savikalpa jnanam can have various levels, no? You understand, okay, this is a cook, fine. Then you later on you'll see, okay, what type of cook he is? Oh, he's traditional cooking, traditional South Indian cooking. That's what he's. No, no, this guy makes Moghalai very well. So those are further details that emerge with Savikalpa Jnanam. Yeah. Yeah. Are you getting the idea? What is Savikalpam and Nirvikalpam? Okay. Okay. Now, in the commentary, okay, there's a how do you say this guy is a cook? How do you say that? How do you say that?
Perception.
Huh?
Perception, not direct knowledge.
But if the guy is being introduced to you, you are having a party and you're called for a cook. And the guy is coming and saying you or telling you I'm a cook.
His skills, yeah.
You will ask for his references, you will speak to somebody. That means what they are saying is that this perceptual knowledge that this person is a cook, savikalpa jnanam, has to be supported. In Nyaya, I will dismiss this later, but right now understand that standpoint. What is the color?
Red color.
Red. How do you know it's red?
By comparison.
With what?
What I have learned. With what I have learned.
So, besides memory, little bit which plays a role in perception, nothing else has to play a role. Does this have to be supported? By any other pramana or anything else? That's a slight difference that is there in Nyaya and Vedanta. Okay? Yeah. Okay. For this, to make it clearer, let us go into the next this thing of what is necessary for perception. Okay? He says, Pratyaksha jnana hetu Indriyartha sannikarshah षड्विधः. षड्विधः. There are sixfold of Indriyartha sannikarshah. 6 cases of how this Indriyartha sannikarshah will take place. How is that? What is that? Samyogaha, Samyukta samavayah, Samyukta samaveta samavayah, Samavayah, Samaveta samavayah, Visheshna Vishesha bhavascheti. Now the fun starts. I told you the fun will start with epistemology. Okay, let me make it simple. Okay, these are just names for the time being. All right. Okay, so let us take it one by one. What is the first one? The simple samyoga, etc. Okay, chakshusha gata pratyaksha jnane samyoga sannikarsha. I see a pot there. That seeing the pot is called samyoga. The contact through light, etc., of my eye and the object. This is called simple samyoga. Correct? This is simple samyoga. और कुछ है इसमें? What you are seeing is pot and there it is. Yeah. There is nothing else, no? 1 second, somebody is missing from the group. Yeah. This type of Indriyartha Sannikarsha is called Samyoga. You see a pot, you see something simple, straightforward. Indriyartha Sannikarsha, Samyoga. Okay, no problems here. Now, what is Samyukta Samavaya? Okay, Gata Rupa Pratyaksha Jnanena. The form of the color, Rupa means color in Nyaya. The color of the pot. You saw this is a pot, Samyoga. Indriyartha Sannikarsha Samyoga. Now, what is the connection between your eye and the color that is inherent in the pot? That is called Samyukta Samavaya. Chakshusha Samyukte Gate Rupasya Samavayat. Because the color has got a samavaya, a connection with the pot or not. The pot has been painted a color. No? So the color has got a samyukta samavaya with the pot. Your eyes now has got simple samyoga with the pot and samyukta samavaya with the color of the pot. Are you getting this? In Vedanta, we will keep it simple. We will say eyes can see form and color. Simple. Ho gaya kaam. Are you understanding the difference here? If you are not, please ask me. Okay? Don't become dumb. Anyone?
not
Y-
understanding.
Yeah. Yes, Sashi, what is your question?
I'm not clear. So no question, but I am not understanding.
Okay. The color of the pot is samyukta joined with the pot or not?
Yeah.
See, if you are not understanding, that's not the time to take notes, that's the time to listen. Okay? The color of the pot is samyukta with the pot.
Yeah.
Your eyes has got a samyoga with the pot.
Yeah.
Now the question is, with what you have got a samyoga with the
Pot.
pot?
Pot.
With the color you have a secondary connection called samavaya. Why? Because the color of the pot is samavaya inherent in the pot.
Yeah.
The color of the pot is inherent with the pot.
Yeah.
Your eyes have a samyoga with the pot. With this samyukta meaning with the pot, you have a samyukta samavaya sambandha with the color.
Yeah.
So you are differentiating between pot and the color of the pot.
Yes.
Is there a difference between color of the pot and pot?
No.
No? You
pot can be of many colors.
you have a blue pot in front of you.
Yeah.
Now I think I'll have to start getting props and showing you, Can't visualize. You have a blue pot in front of you.
Yeah.
Was the pot born as blue?
I have to ask the pot, I think.
Sashi, now you are going haywire.
Okay.
Have you seen from the potter wheel a blue pot emerging at any time? Or does the pot color it, the potter color the pot afterwards, after making the pot? I didn't say brown, I deliberately said blue.
Blue.
Yes or no?
Yeah, it looks natural that blue color will not be there.
Yeah.
But we don't go to pot shops and say, is this a blue one or...
It's a blooming example. You take a sari instead if you want.
Okay.
That means if I have to restrict my teaching to only what you do, and like that if I have to restrict it to what each one does,
Okay.
there will be no understanding of Tarka or Vedanta.
No, so we go with the pot, okay. Okay.
You want to go with a cot?
Pot.
Okay.
We go with the
So
pot.
the blue pot is, the blueness is inherent in the pot now.
No.
In the blue pot, is the blue color inherent?
Yes.
Samavaya. There is a samavaya sambandha.
Okay.
It's not non-intimate, but it has got connected. Correct?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
You said no secondary.
Yeah. There is a connection there.
Yeah, secondary connection.
So now your eyes have a connection with the pot.
Yeah.
What is that called?
That was called one minute.
First one. What is the first one?
Samyoga.
Samyoga. Now, what is the relationship of your eyes with the color of the pot?
Samyukta samavaya.
Samyoga plus samavaya. Samyukta samavaya.
Okay.
This is how Nyaya is going. I am not saying this is right. This is the theory it is being presented.
Okay.
Therefore, your eyes now have a samyukta samavaya sambandha with respect to the perception of the color of the pot.
Okay.
Up to here clear? We'll go slow, don't worry. Vedanta, we don't make a difference because we say the pot and the color both are together seen by your eyes. Simple. Indriyartha sannikarshaha. Finished. In Vedanta, we don't make a difference. Tarka makes a difference. Okay.
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 Swamiji, when we discussed this before, so the guna has to be inherited on the subject. Na?
Exactly.
So if the color is the guna and without the subject, the guna, we cannot say
Exactly.
so, and it will not extend. Na? Then how we will explain?
That's why, because the color has now become joined with the pot. The color has joined with the pot. So now your eyes are seeing the pot and the color. See, it's one unit operation. Your eyes are seeing the pot and the color. Then they are saying, where are they making the difference? See, the Vedantin also sees the blue pot. The Tarkika also sees the blue pot. The uneducated character on the road also sees a blue pot.
Yeah.
There is no difference in that. Now, where is the difference coming in? Where is the difference coming in?
When we start analyzing.
Exactly. What is your model for analyzing what you are seeing?
Yeah.
Simple, with the pot, Indriyartha Sannikarsha, because Dravya and sense organ. Simple connection. Then comes the connection between your eyes, the Dravya and the Guna of the Dravya.
Yeah.
Samyukta Samavaya.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Now, the example blueness may not have been appropriate for this. I gave that example just so that you will not get up into an argument. What is the color of the pot that you will generally see with the potter?
Brown.
Brown. Brown, reddish, correct?
Mud color.
So that is inherent in so the connection with the natural color of the pot is called Samyukta Sannikarshaha. Samyukta Samavetaha. Samyukta Samavaya Sannikarshaha. All right. Now you have a third one. What is that? Samyukta Samveta Samavaya. Your minds will go a bit crazy, but doesn't matter. Rupatva Samavayatam. Okay. Now the connection with Rupatvam. What is the difference between Rupa and Rupatvam?
Rupa will be something there. Rupatvam will be qualities of it.
Huh?
Rupatvam will be when we are describing a guna of the Rupa.
So Rupa is also Guna only, na?
Yeah, I am not able to find the correct word.
Okay.
Rupatvam.
What is the difference between cow and cowness?
Rupatvam is the attribute inherent.
Both are attributes. Cowness is a class.
Oh, this is a class, okay.
Okay. Cowness is a class. Class, not Vedanta class. Okay. Class of beings. Okay. Therefore, Rupatvam will mean the class of colors, the genus of colors. The jati is the word used. So, this is a cow Because it has got the jati of cowness in it. The group of attributes that belongs to the cow is available in this animal, therefore it is called a cow. Is a cow a buffalo?
No.
Why? Because the jatis are different.
That is different.
The cowness and buffalo-ness are different. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Everyone getting this much? Now,
Yes, Swamiji.
now, here comes what is the connection in perception between your eye, the pot is simple samyoga, with the color it is samyukta samavaya, with the class of colors, jati of colors, it is samyukta samaveta samavaya. थोड़ा और कंफ्यूज करता है.
Yeah.
One more step. Why? Look at it. रूपत्व सामान्य प्रत्यक्षे संयुक्त समवेत समवाय सन्निकर्षः. Because the jati of color is inherent in this particular color or not?
Yes. Yes.
Okay? It's inherent. That is what is called, it is samavetam. The jati is samavetam in the vyakti, in the individual. Therefore, in this individual color, the jati is samaveta. Therefore, the relationship between your eye and the pot is simple samyoga. With the color, it is samyukta samavaya. And with the quality of colorness, it is called samyukta samaveta samavaya. Because when you are seeing a pot or a color, you are seeing colorness, not or potness, not a vyakti. Now, how do you understand this potness? Most of you will have a paper and pencil in front of you.
Yes.
Okay, good. Then I'll explain jati. It's easier for me to explain jati. Please draw a table for me on your paper. It's just a sketch, simple line drawing. Draw a table for me. Just a simple table. Give me a table. Okay, couple of people are showing simple flat top 4 legs. Okay, flat top 4 leg, that is better drawn because it has given a 3-dimensional effect. Yep, but flat top 4 legs. Correct. Flat top 4 legs is what most of you have drawn. Yeah.
Yes.
So most of you have drawn flat top 4 legs. Correct.
Yeah.
Now you go to an Irani shop. You know Irani chai shop? Does the table have 4 legs?
No.
Then how do you recognize it as a table?
It's a flat top with some support.
With the leg.
The table that you all drew most likely was the first table you ever seen. The table that all of you drew was most likely the first table that you saw. Then as you started seeing more tables, you started getting an understanding of tableness, the jati. Most important point being flat top. That's why when you go to buy a refrigerator, they'll ask you, you want tabletop or you want tabletop refrigerator में क्या है? Sir, वो एकदम flat है. Okay. Because then you can dump some stuff on top of it, you know. Bombay flat, but was always shortage of space. So sometimes you have table with no legs also. The whole thing is a block. Now it's got 3 legs. Yeah? Sorry, you're not loud enough.
Is it not because the table is used for a specific purpose that we identify that this is a table?
Yeah.
Because there are many things which come with flat surface.
Yeah. But it is also, the function is also involved in it, correct? So you know how the table is used. All those things together is called tableness. Therefore, the tableness is inherent in every table. Your sofa also may have a flat top. Your couch may have a flat top. But doesn't have tableness in it. Doesn't have tableness in it. Are you getting the idea?
Yeah.
So what is inherent? Now tableness is inherent in the table. Now here they have deliberately used the word color because you can make one more step to it. Since the colorness is samaveta, inherent in the color, and the color is connected with the pot, your eyes are connected with the pot. So now you have 3 levels of relationship. Samyoga, samyukta samavaya, samyukta samaveta samavaya. Clear up to now?
Yeah.
Not clear, push low.
The one is Sanyoga and the second is Sanyukta.
Is there, text mein hai sab. Samyukta samavaya. And the third is Samyukta samaveta samavaya. Look at the Sanskrit explanation. Okay? Chakshuha samyukte gate. Chakshu is got simple samyoga with the gata. Rupam samavetam. Tasya rupasya samavayatva.
Yeah, it is there.
Therefore, rupa is samavaya in the gata, and rupatvam is samaveta in the rupa. Therefore, samyukta samaveta samavaya. One step. You wanted analysis, na? You think you are logical, na? Here. Here. Samjhi, I am very logical. I want everything logical. Yes, I will give you everything logical.
So Swamiji,
Yeah?
the first is, in example of pot, the first is I see the pot.
Yeah.
Second is I see the pot with a color also. Third is I see the pot with this particular color.
Yeah. And therefore, even if it is not particular, the class of colors will come into the picture. So, the question is not what you are seeing. What you are seeing is a colored pot. Brown pot, blue pot, whatever, it is a pot. I deliberately use blue because to make a difference. To know that blueness is different. That's why I am using the word blue. Any color will do. Therefore, what you are seeing is only that much. That doesn't change. As I said, whether you are a scientist, modern science, whether you are a Tarkika, whether you are a Vedantin or a Pamara. Pamara is someone who is not educated. All that you will see is blue pot. That doesn't change. What changes is how you are analyzing it. Samyoga with the pot, samaveta samavaya with the color, samyukta samaveta samavaya with the colorness. It's just the analysis of it, how the connection is taking place. Perception is one pot. Okay, no? Blue pot, bas, ho gaya, job over. As far as your function is concerned, over, finished. You want a logical analysis here? Take this. Because can you deny that colorness exists, jati exists? You can destroy a vyakti, you cannot destroy the jati. One table you can destroy. Simple. A few karate chops, table broken up. Only a pile of wood. Tableness. So now you will have to say, this is no more tableness, visishta table. Table is gone. But tableness is still there. The jati of tableness is still there. Individual table is gone. Are you getting the idea? So what are you doing when you are making a table?
You make the wood and introduce the tableness in it.
You are introducing the tableness into the wood. Isn't that what you are doing? No, look at it.
Yeah.
You are creating a table. What you have is wood. So you are introducing the quality of tableness in the wood. According to Nyaya. What will Vedanta say? From this block of wood, when I am making a table according to Tarka, I'll come to that potness part. But first, let me let this thing clear. From the block of wood, I am introducing tableness into it by giving it that shape, form, etc. What will Vedanta say out of the same thing?
Nama-rupa?
Yeah, but something more.
You remove everything other than table.
Form is covered, Nama-rupa. What more?
You remove everything
Remove
other
all
than
that
table.
is not table.
Na sato vidyate bhavaha, na bhavo vidyate sataha. You can't create a non-existent pot. You can't create a non-existent table. So the table is inherent in the word as a potential. You're only bringing out the potential. So can you see, is a diametrically opposite view of the world between Nyaya and Vedanta. Are you getting this? One is saying, in this wood, I am introducing tableness. It is not exactly wrong. It's got a point there. From its own standpoint, Swakale Satyavad Bhati. In its own time, it seems right. Because unless I chop and clean, and the table nahi ho jayega. I'll give you some paper, make a table, na, where I can put a glass of coffee on it. You can't.
You can't.
Because it's not inherent. You can't introduce tableness into paper. You can introduce into wood, into plastic, into fiber, into metal, all that fine. Why? Potential hai. So according to Vedanta, you are only bringing out the potential. According to Nyaya, you are introducing the quality. You are creating a samaveta sambandha, a samavaya sambandha. Can you see the difference in approach? This tends more towards science, Vedanta is more metaphysical. Don't forget the difference, okay? Otherwise, Mithyatvam will go out of the picture. Why? You destroyed a table, but tableness is there, no? Tableness, nityam. Now you see why you say jati is nityam. The whole idea of Nityam, where it has come from, come from other areas also, but one of the main contributing factors is this. You can destroy the Vyakti, not the Jati. Clear up to now? Or is it very confusing? It requires very categorical thinking. You're creating categories and creating relationships, etc. out of that. So it requires a little bit of that part of it. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So this three, yeah, it is confusing, true. So what you need to do is understand the different categories first. Something called a pot, something called color of the pot, something called the jati of the pot, of the color. Supposing it was only pot and potness, we are not bothered about the color. Still it will be the same. Why? Because the potness is inherent in the pot and your eyes are samyoga, therefore you will have samyoga, samavaya. Because it's inherent. No? Potness is inherent. So this is only showing you the levels as far as the analysis is concerned. What you are seeing is pot only, nothing else. Yes, inherence is a category for Nyaya. True. It's more of a relationship, okay? Category of a relationship, inherence. Now look at it, when you have studied what is Samaveta, etc., this makes it that more clear now. Okay. All right. Now, perception as far as your eyes are over, this is the level of complication, not more. Thank God. No? You wouldn't want one more layer of complication. But what about hearing? What about hearing? There is slightly difference. Say Shrotrena Shabda Sakshatkaraha Samavaya Sannikarshaha. Hearing is called Samavaya Sannikarshaha. Why? Why can't you call it as Samyoga Samaveta? Samyukta Samaveta, like the Samyukta Samavaya, like eyes perception. Why are you making a difference for the ears? Because the nature is slightly different, okay? Why? Karna vivartihi ya akashasya shotartvat shabdasya akasha gunatvat guna noscha. This is purely based on the Nyaya philosophy. First they say, what is the ear? Ear is not just the organ. You need that ear, the air trapped in that structure of the ear. Okay? Then, sound is a quality of space or not? In all philosophies, Oriental, sound is considered the quality of space. Therefore, the guna and the guni is meeting up. No? Correct or not? Guna and Guni has a samavaya sambandha. All gunas and gunis have a samavaya sambandha. The guna is inherent in the object. Therefore, in space, which is a dravya, the guna, shabda, is inherent. So, when you are hearing what you are doing, it is samavaya sannikarshaha. It is the guna and the guni, the fresh guna which is outside, coming into contact with the guni that is inside. What is the guni? The one who has got the guna. What is that? Akasha. And what is the thing? Sound. You are hearing the sound. Therefore, guni and guna sannikarsha, otherwise known as samavaya sannikarsha. Because guni and guna has samavaya sambandha. Guna is inherent in the guni. When the inherent is called samavaya. Look at samavaya definition. Whatever is inherent is called samavaya. No? Therefore, samavaya sannikarsha. Your hearing is not samyogaha. It is not samyukta samavaya. It is samavaya sannikarsha. It is sannikarsha, closeness with the new guna that has come up to the guni, which already has the guna of akasha, of shabda. Making sense or no sense? Or nonsense? Again, as I say, everyone hears the same sound. Now, science will look at it differently. No? Science will look at it differently. They'll say, with that sound, how does sound? How do you hear the distant sound? Sound is a wave motion or not? Look into your science that you studied. Therefore, it creates similar vibrations. And then your eardrum vibrates with the same frequency. That through those three small bones is connected to the nerves, auditory nerve. That signals the brain, which interprets it as sound. Because different locals it goes to. Correct or not? So, the scientist also is hearing the sound. The Nayayika is also hearing the sound. कुछ फर्क है उसमें? The scientist also says there is a crash, something has crashed, fallen down. The Nayayika also says something has fallen down. Where is the difference then? In how you are analyzing what you have seen, what you have heard. So, for this, there will be certain fundamental assumptions. The fundamental assumptions in Nyaya we are dealt with. Navadravyani, Sapta Gunaha, then qualities, this, that, all this. Correct? Those are fundamental assumptions. Science also has these fundamental assumptions depending upon which branch of science you are studying. What are the fundamental assumptions in science? One of the most fundamental.
Elements.
Subject-object difference. Subject-object difference is the most fundamental.
What can be seen is real.
Yeah. What is seen in a fivefold manner, perceived in a fivefold manner, is what you define reality as. What you perceive is real. Vedanta turns it on its head. Says whatever you perceive is not real.
Not real.
So now you have to look at it in terms of how you are approaching the whole thing. What's your philosophy behind the whole thing? After we study this whole text, I will give you some Purva Pakshas to Vedanta from this, based on this text. Based on this text only, okay? That will be real Mananam. That will be Mananam. Okay. So, all the Thursday and Sunday students who are attending this class, Sunday Bandra and Thursday this, better gear up for the Purva Bhaksha. Okay. All right. All right. Then, like how you saw for color and colorness, here also you are taking for sound and soundness. Shabdatva, soundness. Sakshatkari. Because there is something called, if there is something called one given sound, there is also just jati of all sounds. Therefore, he says, Shabdatva Sakshatkare, Samaveta Samavaya, Sannikarshaha. Shotrasya Samavete Shabde, Shabdasya Samavayatvat. Because in the Shabda, the Shabdatvam is Samavetam. Therefore, Samaveta, Samavaya, Sannikarshaha. With the Shabdatvam, with the Shabda, it is simple Samavaya, Sannikarshaha. Samavaya, Sannikarsha with the sound, and soundness is inherent in this particular sound. Therefore, that you recognize because of Samaveta, Samavaya, Sannikarsha. Why Samaveta? Because soundness is Samavetam in sound. Simple. Now you all wish you had some background in Sanskrit, no? Kya karo? Higher text when you are studying, the little background in Sanskrit helps. So all those people here, some of you knows a little bit of Sanskrit. It's a little bit easier for you all. Not much because it is technical Sanskrit, but still thoda kuch aa jayega. Therefore, this difference is only between Shabdaha, Samavaya, Sannikarsha, and between Shabdatvam, Samaveta, Samavaya, Sannikarsha. Clear? Hopefully. Okay. The next one, in a way we have seen. It is called Visheshna Vishesha Bhava Sannikarshaha. Where is this coming in? We thought, huh? This will come in only in Abhava Pratyaksham. It says, Abhava Pratyakshe Visheshna Vishesha Bhavaha Sannikarsha. How is that? Okay. Fundamental thing in Nyaya is the same sense organ that sees the bhava of an object will see the abhava of the object. Fundamental assumption in Nyaya. Therefore, he says, Gata abhava vad bhutale talam ityatra chakshu samyukte bhutale gata abhavasya visheshnatvat. All right. You are looking at this, at the ground here, and saying, Bhutale gataha nasti. I am asking you a question. Is there a pot there? No. Gataha nasti. Bhutale gataha nasti. Okay. That means what? Your Bhutalam has got a Visheshana now. What is the Visheshana? Gata abhava. Your Bhutala, the ground, is characterized by the absence of the pot. There is a Vishesha now. Okay? Therefore, and you, what are you doing? You are seeing the abhava of the gata, the pot. Therefore, it is called Vishesha Bhava Sannikarshaha. You are seeing the connection between the Bhutala and the Vishesha, the quality of absence of pot. So Vishesha Bhavaha Sannikarsha. Sannikarsha is seeing, joining what? The Vishesha and Vishesha Bhava. Vishesha Bhava is Abhava of Gata. That's the Vishesha. And what is the Bhutala? The locus for that guna. Locus for their quality. What is the quality? Absence of pot. What is the locus? Here. Because can you ask for an abhava without locus?
No.
You can't say, so, pot is there in my house, you can't say. I am asking here. Like if in a class I say, does anyone have a bottle of water? Or is there a bottle of water? One person puts up his hand. Swamiji, I have it. Can I have a drink from that? It's in my house. What nonsense is that? Locus is understood. Yeah. Yeah,
Swamiji,
Kamini.
can I
Yeah,
ask?
yeah.
Yeah, so that means they are taking absence as a Visheshana.
Huh? Not action. Where is action here? Gata abhava we are talking about.
Absence.
Yes. Why?
Absence
Because
as-
abhava is a
Absence.
absence is existing.
Okay.
You remember the first definition?
But they don't have any anupalabdhi in them.
No, they don't have. In the Sapta Padarthas, what is the last one?
I don't remember.
Abhava. Ah, you have to remember that.
Abhava.
Abhava is in Sapta Padartha, Abhava. Sapta Padartha, Abhava is one of the Padarthas. Therefore, Abhava is. If Abhava is there, then if Abhava exists, then it can become a Visheshana.
Okay.
Therefore, here, Gata Abhava is a Visheshana of this Bhutala. Therefore, Vishesha Bhava Sannikarsha. Now, Vedanta puts it as a separate category. Vedanta puts it as a separate category, Anupalabdhi.
Yeah, that they take that one of those,
Why?
Yeah.
Why does it say Anupalabdhi? Because it says one thing, there is nothing called pure Abhava. It's always Abhava with respect to something existing, like Gata Abhava. Pot is not there here. In this room, is there a pot? Nahi hai. No pot in this room. Therefore, the absence of the pot is always with respect to an existing thing. And your eyes cannot see anything unless light is reflected. Therefore, abhava being a padartha is not accepted. When you are saying abhava is a padartha, you are actually speaking, talking about a contradiction. Because you are saying non-existence exists. Are you getting the idea?
Yes.
That means there has to be an entity called non-existence. If there is an entity called non-existence, it will become existing. Therefore, then your term non-existence has no value. Because of that, we are saying Anupalabdhi Pramanam, because keeping that Gata Buddhi in your mind, you are looking at the pot and saying it is not there here.
Yeah, then how would you know? How can you say it's not there otherwise?
Because otherwise, look at it, if Abhava becomes a Visheshana, you can say with this Bhutala, Gata Abhava is a Visheshana, Pata Abhava is a Visheshana, Elephant Abhava is a Visheshana, Cow Abhava is a Visheshana. How many Visheshanas it has? Whole world become a Visheshana for this, now, because none of the thing is there. It's a bare ground, kuch hai nahi. Are you getting the idea? But we are not saying whole world ka sannikarsha jnanam is there. Are we saying that? Vishesha, Vishesha, Bhava, Sannikarsha. I come to know the whole world is. What are you seeing? Floor. Now, when you are saying, in the floor, is there a pot? No. With pot buddhi, you are looking at it and saying, not there. Supposing I were to ask, okay, Udara Griva Samaveta Asti Nava. What is that? What is that? Well, you don't recognize what is it. What has got a stomach and has got a neck. What is that? Pot. Okay. You may ask, what is that? Do you see the abhava of that here? I don't know what it is to see the abhava. I can. I don't know what is that for me to say it is there or not there. Therefore, to say abhava also, you need to have that thought in your mind. That is why Nyaya puts it as a padartha. Why are you putting it? Why is the logic for putting it as a padartha? Because you will say, if you are putting it non-existence of the pot, then you will say it is there or not there. No, non-existence of the pot is not there because pot is here. Or you will say non-existence of the pot is there. Dr. Sunita gave a nice example last. Absence of cancer is there, no? Diagnostics. Absence of cancer is seen.
Absent is very important.
Yeah, absence is important, correct. Pramakarnam, that definition, basic definition doesn't change. Pramakarnam, pramanam. That basic definition doesn't change. How it brings about the definition changes. So, we covered a lot. We have extended the time by 10 minutes. But, okay. Think about it. And next class, we will meet again. My Rishikesh trip does not affect the Sunday class. Sunday class is on. Only if there is too much of rain, etc., we may put it offline, online. That decision will be taken that morning. So, please check up your groups. Okay? Okay. Good place to stop. Om Tat Sat.